Ian Harrison from our favorite gun magazine, Recoil, is next.
But first, if you have legal matters that involve firearms, then you need to call attorney John Dillon. If you have questions about red flag laws, gun registration, gun transportation, or maybe you just need to know that your guns are California compliant, call our trusted firearms attorney, John Dillon. John Dillon specializes in California gun laws. Call 760-642-7150, or you can visit his website at DillonLawGP.com.
All right, Jackson, how's the show so far? We doing good?
Yep.
He's staying awake.
Is that a tomato, or what do you got there?
It's a persimmon.
Persimmon. That's awesome. All right, so our next guest, Iain, is from RECOIL Magazine. RECOIL Magazine is the best firearms Second Amendment magazine in the industry, I think, ever. I just think it's the best periodical ever. You can get a discount if you're a San Diego County Gun Owners or Orange County Gun Owners or Inland Empire Gun Owners member on RECOIL Magazine, and you get a free subscription to RECOIL Magazine if you are a 10-ring member to any of our 3 organizations. So, Iain, how you doing, man?
I'm doing very well, thank you. You guys are way too kind.
Well, I just love the magazine. I just think it's great. I tell people it's like the GQ of gun magazines.
Trust me, when he's passionate, he's passionate.
Yeah, except it's interesting. GQ's not interesting. Recoil is really interesting, but the quality is amazing. I love Recoil magazine.
Well, thank you. We've got a really good team, and it's a team that's been assembled over a number of years to get people the content and the quality of content that they deserve. So we're really proud of what we do.
So how was the NFT auction partnership with Chris Chang? How did that go?
It went great. I think it surprised everybody. We kind of threw it out there and went, this is the first time it's ever been tried within the firearms community. But, we always do things that haven't been tried before. And surprisingly, I think we raised something like $31,000 for firearms rights organizations.
That's awesome. I know Chris was down at Gun Prom. He was at our Second Amendment celebration dinner promoting that, and there was a piece of that in our as one of the prizes as well. And John Dillon, our attorney, was there and won something. I didn't fully understand what he won, but he won something having to do with it. Did you make Gun Prom this year?
Unfortunately not, I'm afraid. I couldn't make it this year. I had other engagements, but hopefully next year.
Yeah, next year. John Schwartzy was there. It was great. It was wonderful. Okay, so tell a little bit. So Recoil comes out every other month, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And you don't
we also have Off Grid magazine that comes out at the opposite month, and then we also have our concealed carry title called naturally enough Concealment, and that comes out 4 times a year right now.
Excellent. And so the most recent, we a couple months ago we interviewed Bonnie Rotten, which was extremely interesting, and she was on her way to a competition where I understand she did really, really well. What's coming up what's the next big article in Recoil magazine that's coming out in the most recent issue?
Okay, we've got one that's just dropping, and it goes on the shelves, I think, next week. But on this one, we kind of went and cast a beady eye over what's available in the bolt gun market right now and what you can do in order to build pretty much the ultimate off-the-shelf bolt gun using components that you can go and readily get hold of, and then put that together and really just take it out and put it through the ringer.
But like any old bolt gun, or are we talking hunting or precision, or what was the emphasis?
It's exactly. It's the do-all bolt gun, the one gun to rule them all. And so if you want to go shoot a PRS match, if you want to go hunting with it, if you want to, just take it out plinking in the desert, and if you want to, pretty much anything you can think of as a bolt-action rifle that you can do, other than sort of 22 competitions, then that's the one we've gone for. And we kind of went for an unusual caliber as well because, well, why not? Everybody likes cartridge nerdery. So we had chambered it in 284 Shaheen. Yep, I know everybody going, what the hell is 284 Shaheen?
Yeah, really.
But read the magazine, find out, and I think you'll be a convert.
Wow, really? Can you even find that, or is that something you have to load yourself, or where do you find that?
Yeah, it's pretty much a hand-loading only proposition at this point. But hopefully, if anybody gets on the bandwagon with this, and then maybe we can make something happen. Maybe we can get a cartridge manufacturer to list it as a stock cartridge.
That's awesome. So tell us a little bit, what made you go towards an article on building bolt guns?
We've done this year. We've done a lot of articles and a lot of work on semi-autos, and we decided it was bolt guns was time. It was time to we deep dived into that arena and gave some people food for thought as to what can be actually achieved with it. And bolt guns are not restricted with regards to magazine capacity. It's 50 state legal, and yet we were clinging steel with it at 1,400 yards.
1,400 yards. Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's pretty capable.
Yeah, it kind of feels like we went through this big AR surge that lasted like 20 years, it seems like. We've kind of, it feels like we're right on the edge of possibly going through a surge in popularity of bolt guns. And this article maybe confirms that feeling a little bit. Are you guys getting a lot of, feedback, a lot of interest in, am I right? Does it feel like we're going into a bolt action phase?
I don't know whether it's a bolt action phase per se, but there's certainly a lot more interest in running precision rifles now, especially with the PRS and NRL and the popularity of those competitions. So I don't think it's a surge. I think it never really went away. Maybe it was an eclipse. It was drowned out a little bit with ARs, but I don't think it ever really dissipated.
Who's got a bolt action here? Joe, what do you got, Dustin?
I got a Weatherby 30-06.
Oh, you got to get in on the.
I got a Weatherby 30-06.
Wow, there's nothing. That's
Right.
high quality and classic right there. What do you use it for?
That is my hunting rifle.
What do you hunt with it? Anything.
Anything. 30-06. That is that round you can go hunt anything
That's
with.
the ultimate.
Yeah. So
30-06 guys are so arrogant, aren't they? They just like anything. I can do anything with my 30-06.
I wouldn't call it arrogant. We just know
Really
we just know how to choose our weapons wisely.
He's also got 700 horsepower under the hood of his car. What do you want to bet?
Yeah.
See,
Drives
see?
a Prius.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
I
Hold
had
on.
to go there.
You had to throw me under the bus like that. But my Prius identifies as a Jeep.
There
So-
you go. There you go. See that? That's so funny.
So I'm actually, it's interesting because I'm in the market for a bolt action. I got to give my bolt action up. I have a Remington 30S Express in 30-06. But it was a hand-me-down from my dad. He got it from his uncle, and now I'm giving it to my nephew. I don't have any kids, and so I'm passing it off to my nephew so that he gets it. So now I'm in the market for a bolt action. So your article came out at the perfect time.
There you go. Finger on the pulse again.
That's the whole idea of the magazine, right?
Exactly.
Coming out at the perfect time.
Jackson, you have a bolt action?
Yes,
What do you have?
the 338 Lopuas.
A 338 Lapua? That's like you're like the same size as a 338 Lapua. Wow, that's amazing. Do you shoot it a lot?
Not that often anymore because I'm now currently shooting 9mm.
Yeah, your Glock. You shoot your Glock more often, but you have a bolt action. That's awesome, man. That's very cool. Are you going to check out Recoil's magazine or Recoil's article on the bolt action?
Hey, Ian. This guy's 8 years old. Just want you to know.
You shooting a 338 Ultra?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Write that one down.
and he shoots more often than I think he shoots more often than anybody in this room
Yeah.
too. Every Wednesday he goes to Glock store and shoots his 9mm Glock, and he's really really good.
And he's
awesome.
8 years old.
Yeah.
And we're not going to make him mad.
Ahead of him.
Yeah, Action Jackson. So I'm glad that the article came out perfectly. Now, where do people find? I suggest if you're listening to us, go to OrangeCountyGunOwners.com, go to InlandEmpireGunOwners.com, go to San Diego County GunOwners.com, and get a subscription to Recoil magazine through us. And you guys, we have a really great partnership. You guys have done a fantastic job. It's just you just are basically just offering a discount. We don't get a kickback or anything like that. We want more and more people to
Get the magazine.
to get the magazine because it's so good. But if they're listening, maybe they don't live in Southern California, maybe they're picking up the show somewhere else. Where will people find Recoil magazine most often?
Most often Barnes and Noble or Walmart stock it, and then any of the hook and bullet stores, they should have it on the shelves also. One place you're not going to find it, however, is your local Kroger, because about 18 months ago they came to us and said, "Hey, we need to see what you guys are going to be putting on the cover, because we want to be able to censor it before you put it out." And so we said, nah, that doesn't fly with us, sorry. And so that relationship foundered.
That's good. I never liked Kroger anyway. Hey, do you do online?
Yes, absolutely. You can order it online from our website, from recoilweb.com. And you can also pick up a digital subscription if you don't want to flick through the paper magazine.
Very
Awesome.
good.
Well, I'm a big fan. I really appreciate everything that you guys are doing.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
and Mark and John and your whole crew. I just think it's the best magazine out there.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for watching this clip from Gun Owners Radio. You can watch us live every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. California time, right here on our YouTube channel, or if you're in the San Diego area, you can listen to us on 1170 a.m. We're also available on your favorite podcast platform for free. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can help restore and protect the Second Amendment, not just in California, but across the country.